We have just gotten word former President Donald Trump has been indicted by a grand jury in New York. Trump was under investigation by the DA's office for his alleged hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels during the 2016 campaign. So as we await more information, Fox News has just learned this from two law enforcement sources that Trump has been indicted.
They indicted Trump? This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. Crazy, crazy news out of New York. And crazy news for this country. They've now officially indicted former President Donald Trump for hush money paid in the Stormy Daniels case. This is one thing that I think is very, very bizarre about this, and it's crazy as two left shoes on an eight-legged man. We're talking about a payment to a prostitute slash porn star that was made through his lawyer, and he reimbursed his lawyer but didn't notate that on campaign funds. And so they are going through all of this process to try to indict him because I'm assuming that the payment wasn't the problem. We don't know what the charges are, but was the payment the problem? If a person will say, I'm going to go and tell if you don't give me this money, you settle with them, you sign a non-disclosure, they don't tell, you pay them the money, that's it. Is the crime, and I have to see the charges, is the crime that he didn't disclose them on campaign spending, or is the crime paying somebody hush money? Right now, I don't really know because we don't know what his indictment charges are, at least from the articles that I've read. But let me just tell you this, man. It's two sides to this on how I feel. One side, it's a witch hunt. They doing everything they can to get Donald Trump embroiled in some type of controversy, some type of conflict. Indictment does not mean conviction. You're innocent until proven guilty. So just because he's indicted don't mean that it's going to go anywhere. But if they drag you into court and they tarnish your name, that's enough damage done. You don't have to go to jail. Now, there's another side of it, is that I would say that Trump shouldn't have done this. I don't know what other part to add to this. I think Trump may have done this, and he shouldn't have, because Stormy Daniels is going to come out and say she was having an affair with Donald Trump, meaning he's cheating on Melania with this bimbo. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but he's cheating on her with some woman that's doing adult film. She's literally doing the dirty for a living and getting paid, and she all on camera. I wouldn't recommend you do it, but somebody can probably Google it right now and see it, all of it. And he messing with that woman on his wife. Now, I don't know that to be true, but just say it is true, right? Because there should be no reason for any money to be paid to anybody for any reason if that woman wasn't about to say something that could have been incriminating. So she's about to come out and claim she's having an affair with Donald Trump. In theory, let's say that it's right. Donald Trump then uses his lawyer to make payments, and then he pays his lawyer back through nefarious means, not nefarious means, but obscure means. There's a part of me that says you had no business doing that in the first place. Now, those two things can occur at the same time. The people in the government are wasting our time, money, effort, and energy going after President Trump because they don't want a person to run this country properly. But then also, you shouldn't be buying prostitutes or whatever you're doing because it may come back to bite you. And Michael Cohen, I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. People do anything to snitch and get a less amount of time. According to reports, Michael Cohen admitted in 2018, he admitted to tax fraud and campaign finance violations. And he made statements that Trump directed him to pay Stormy Daniels, and he reimbursed him with monthly installments, including a bonus. Michael Cohen is testifying under oath. I don't know if he can be trusted or not, but he's testifying under oath that these things happen. Two things could have occurred. They can't occur at the same time, but they could have occurred. One could be that Michael Cohen is telling the truth, and because he ain't finna spend the rest of his life in prison, he snitched on Trump. Another thing could be that he made this up, Because if they could get any information on Trump, they'll take it. And even if he lied about it, they'll reduce his sentence if he tell a lie under oath that they can then try to use against Trump, even though they know it's not true. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts about it and possibilities. Now, I don't know which possibility, I don't know which one is true. But my gut tells me that Donald Trump was doing this. And that's why you have a lawyer like Michael Cohen. Because your lawyer will fix it for you. You give him a little money or you have him pay for it because the lawyer actually withdrew it from a fund or took a mortgage or something like that. He ended up getting the money in a roundabout way where it could not be identifiable to him or Trump. Therefore, his wife wouldn't know about it. Trump's wife wouldn't know about it. For you to go through that nefarious means to do that, it tells me that something ain't right. Something ain't right. Many people suggest that Michael Cohen is the one that had an affair with Stormy Daniels. Now, to be honest, I don't know why he would have an affair with Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels will try to put Trump in it, and somebody will pay hush money. I don't see how that makes any sense whatsoever. If she had an affair, which is what she do for a living, she had an affair with Michael Cohen, nothing would happen because there's no evidence whatsoever that she was involved with Trump. So Trump wouldn't worry about nothing. Go public. You go public with it. I don't care. But there was a non-disclosure signed by Stormy Daniels. And all of these things line up with what I think is par for the course for people who are like Trump, who are doing shady stuff behind the scenes before he became the president. And I don't want to believe that that's true, but my instincts are saying that's probably true. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. These dudes making billions of dollars. They it ain't like they going to church on a Sunday morning every Sunday and praying to the Lord and speaking in tongues. I don't know how much of a Christian Trump really is and how dedicated he is to his Christian faith. And so I'm not shocked if Trump was involved in this. On Access Hollywood, he's in the thing saying they like to grab him by the you-know-what. Now, I'm not shocked that he said that. Imagine what Chris Brown says. Imagine what all these other celebrities say. They may be doing more than just grabbing him. And Trump wasn't lying when he said it. I think it was inappropriate for him to be doing that kind of behavior, because as a man that's married, you shouldn't even be messing with women like that. You should have your one wife and that's all you be doing. Maybe you do your wife like that, but not other women. But when he said, I grab them and they let you if you rich, he wasn't lying. Y'all don't act like you were born yesterday. A man got money, women let you do anything. Now I'm married and I ain't got that much money, but I know. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen dudes that I knew when I was a cop. There were cops like me making $50,000 a year before taxes, and women in the Instagram saying all kind of stuff. Imagine if that was. I dare somebody that want to say that Donald Trump is. He said, go look at Chris Brown's inbox. If you can leak his inbox, his DMs, women probably putting everything in the DMs. Everything but their social security number. They asking Chris Brown, you could come over tonight and do XYZ with my kids in the other room. Women will, if you got money, women will do anything. Not all, because all the women that are listening on the radio, y'all perfect. Y'all ain't never did nothing wrong. Y'all waited till y'all were married and did everything God told you to do. God bless your soul. I'm talking about somebody else listening to another station. So I'm not shocked that somebody who's a billionaire is involved in things like that. I had the conversation with my wife. I said, man, in order to be super rich, you got to be shady. And she gave me a little pushback. And then I realized after meeting a few other people that, yeah, you don't have to be shady, but I think a lot of these wealthy people be doing shady stuff. And I can't be high on the high horse and act like I wouldn't have done it, because if I made hundreds of millions of dollars before I got saved, I would have been in trouble. I would have been in trouble. You wouldn't recognize me. So in reality, I'm not shocked, but it is shameful that they indicted Trump. I doubt they do the perp walk thing that everybody's expecting to happen. You can indict somebody, you give them an opportunity to turn themselves in. Now, if there's any indication that Trump is not going to turn himself in, of course, they coming in guns blazing with the SWAT team. But, it's a very interesting concept that I saw on South Park. Not South Park, it was The Simpsons. And everybody say the Simpsons can predict the future. And the Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump would die at a certain point in time after he was president. And I'm just thinking to myself, I pray to God that that's not going to happen and that this is not a setup to get Trump in a precarious position where they can eliminate him forever. If you enjoyed this video, I put out 3 videos a day, so make sure you go to the playlist that says new video and watch more videos. Subscribe to this channel. Let's go, baby.